How are we all? Time delay as always, so I think I'm live. I'm pretty certain I'm live, but there is definitely a delay. Buongiorno, Asher. How you doing, mate? We've got Wall 1970 here. We've got Albion. We've got Al. Nice. We've got Tom. We've got Dr. Beastman. We've got Beard Cog. We've got all the usual people. Nice to have you all here. How are we? Are we all alright? Jackie B says, hope everyone is doing fine this Friday. First time I've got a live stream. Nice to have you on. Always good to have new people on these streams. These streams will change focus moving forwards in future. These are good as they are for now, but I do want to have sort of, one as a hangout, one as a topic, one as a hangout, that sort of thing, alternate, flip them around. I think could be quite good fun, but I do enjoy them as hangouts. But yeah, just to let you know, that's what we're doing here. So, do I have any interest in sport? So I'm not interested in team sports or anything along those lines. I competed as a bodybuilder. Won, placed, all that good stuff. But I'm not interested in team sports. Never really have been. I was a good swimmer actually at one stage, and was a lifeguard as well. Which I enjoyed doing that as well. So swimming was pretty good. Did water polo and things like that. But yeah, team sports. No, I did team water polo, but not massively interested in watching stuff like that or competing in that kind of stuff these days. Been a long time. I just mess about with weights. I don't mind running. I quite like running. Got treadmill and stuff like that. Just ordered some Super Sculpey from eBay. What's that, Wall, my dude? Not overly sure what that is. What's this? Paul, what a shame about the Pulsar, for fuck's sake. I know. That literally, I recorded that video today, like on Friday. That all happened today. I was really bummed out about that earlier. So yeah, not happy at all. Really did ruin my day. It's very stressful because, it's a rare car and that's a pretty integral piece to the engine, and it's very hard to find parts. So I'm a bit stressed about it. Mainly because I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. Like, the thing's just going to cost me stupid money anyway, which I don't have, and I don't want to do. But if I can't get rid of the car now because it's not worth anything without the engine. So it's a bit poo, really. So yeah, pretty crap to be honest. But never mind. Jussie Smollett guilty of almost all charges. Egg on the face of everyone backing him. So I think the most harmful thing about this entire situation of Jussie Smollett is the fact that he wasn't charged with a hate crime. He should have been charged with a hate crime. The man tried to frame everyone else for doing a hate crime on him against white people. That in and unto itself should be considered a hate crime against white people, because he was trying to frame white people for doing a hate crime against him. So he should have been charged with a hate crime. I don't understand, how is that not just logic, He's a racist. He is a racist. He tried to frame white people for committing a hate crime on him. What the fuck? This is MAGA country, man. Shut the fuck up. No. He is a racist. He should have been charged as such. But yeah, Jussie Smollett is a piece of shit. Deserves to just rot in hell. Awful, awful person. Absolutely awful person. Not a nice individual at all. And you know, I wouldn't say justice has been served today, because again, it was you know, it was clear cut. They convicted him of, you know, all the, well, they convicted him on like fraud and whatever it was. I can't remember, but it was like felony charges. And then they didn't do him for a hate crime. That's not justice. He literally tried to frame. I don't get it. Like, what? Fucking mental. Scott Wilson, you're sounding a good bit better. Mr. H. Loved when you... Something? That guy about asking you personal questions, legends. Thanks. Seven Bear Brown, evening all. First time I've got a live stream, Mr. H. What did you think of the first episode of The Expanse? I haven't seen it yet. Please don't tell me anything. I'm watching after this stream, and my review will be out tomorrow. I was hoping to watch it and do this as the review, like a review stream. But I haven't had a chance to catch it, sadly. So I'm going to watch it after this. I'm going to settle down in bed, put it on, watch it. You know, I'm going to get ready for bed, you know. I was going to do a whole thing there, but I can't be bothered. Basically, I'm going to get in bed. I'm going to watch it, and then my review will be out tomorrow. So please don't reveal anything. I'm looking forward to it. Please don't say anything. If you do, well, I could be really pissed off with you, basically. Please don't. Al Humphrey says, so Mr. H, I was thinking if you want to save the last package for the Christmas live stream, that's good with me. Although I'm not sure if you will be able to see which package it'll be. No, I won't actually. There won't be any giveaway on what it is. Although you will know, because you should get an email to say that the package was delivered. That's probably the only way of doing it. JT Mitchie says, hey H, thinking of your members' pay vids, did you see the Space Marine 2 reveal last night? I didn't. Actually, I didn't. No, I did see Hellblade 2, Senua's Saga. That looks great, because I played Senua's Sacrifice here on the channel. And I'm thinking of even revisiting it as a result. That gameplay trailer was great. Yeah, really, really good. Enjoyed that. Yeah, Hellblade's going to be great. Really looking forward to it. Really, really looking forward to it. Kenneth Johansson says, I missed it. What's the news about the Pulsar? The crank's fucked. I bought a brand new crankshaft for the Pulsar, and it doesn't work. It's not straight. The Pulsar, the new Pulsar crankshaft is not straight. It is 0.06 mil out, and the tolerances on the bearings are 0.03 mil. So it's out by quite a bit. Not good. So it's not straight. So I need to get it. I need to send it back, basically. But then it means that I'm really struggling to find another crankshaft, because obviously GTIRs aren't exactly a common car. The engine was built specifically for that car. The crankshaft can't be swapped out of any other SR20, because it's a specific SR20 that is in the Pulsar. Everyone thinks the Pulsar GTIR is just like, it's just got the normal SR20. No, it doesn't. It's a very, very rare little engine. And now I can't find a crankshaft. Basically, it's rubbish. Jax G says his career is done, and we don't know what the sentence will be yet. So don't say justice hasn't been served yet. No, it hasn't been served yet. He was trying to frame white people for a hate crime. That, in and unto itself, is a hate crime. He should have been charged with a hate crime. There's no argument. I don't. That's not justice. To me, that's not justice. I get it. To you, maybe you think that that's justice, but he is a racist, and he should be treated as such. And he probably won't serve time either. You know, he probably won't go to prison. But yeah, I wouldn't say that's justice. How's it justice? Kenneth Johansson says, love the Datsun sign you got in the unboxing. So do I. It's amazing. So Perfect Tragedy. I know that the Halo TV trailer dropped. I've done a reaction to it, but it's been copyright blocked. So I can't release it. This is what happens with a lot of the Netflix stuff, they copyright claim them, and I can't release them because they block them and stuff. So I did it this morning. I did Sonic trailer, Halo trailer, uploaded, done, released Sonic, couldn't release Halo. So I've watched the Halo trailer. It's good. It does look like they're gonna almost do like a bait and switch, because they're like, oh, you're our last hope, blah 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 blah, and I'm like, yeah, you're talking about Master Chief, and then something's in the back of my mind going, no, you know what, that you're probably not talking about Master Chief right now. You're probably, I don't know what it is, but I'm thinking to myself, you're probably talking about someone else. And I think that's probably what's going to happen. And it does look like they're doing a bit of class warfare. You know, you've got the big beautiful city, and then you've got like the underlings, and you've got these various people that are showing up. And I think that you know, by the looks of it, it looks like they'll do a bit of class, you know, sort of social politics in Halo, which I think would do it a bit of disservice. It's nothing which we've really seen before in Halo, but it looks pretty apparent from that trailer that they're going to be doing a bit of social politics on classism. By the looks of things, I don't know. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like. I don't see the relevance of showing prim, proper officer, dirty, grubby miner, if that's not the route that they're going to go down. Also, not to mention, they showed beautiful city and then mining underworld. So I don't see the relevance of showing that unless they're going to be doing, you know, commentary on classism, which they might do. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be bad. Marshmallow says Sonic 2 trailer was great start to the weekend. Wasn't it just? It was great. It was fantastic. Really great trailer. So says Gary N. Hail Mr. H and everyone in the chat. I am a fairly new subscriber and this is my first stream here. Loving your content. Nice to have you on, mate. Welcome to the Hangout. So we do these 3 times a week. Same time, Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Join in, set your watch. This is the time that we do them. Because YouTube won't always let you know, but we do them every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Please tune in. You'll enjoy them. They're good hangouts. Al Humphrey says the Expanse is back, and the first episode is like an old mate you haven't seen for a long time who has come around to see you with a 6-pack in tow. Perfect. I'm looking forward to that. So Jimothy says, hey Mr. H, thanks for all the content, helped through interesting times. 100% agreed with all you said on the Rust case. Also, guys, Jasper? Oh, hi Jasper, not guys. Yeah, stupid phone, yeah. Jasper is here. He's chilling out, you'll see him. Oh no, you won't see him. He's literally just, oh no, you see him. There he is. Chilling out. He's a dude. Right, let me just scroll. I'm way behind on this. So, C. Kramer says, would you ever want to just swap the engine? Could you get a Sylvia SR20, or would that just be too much money? You can't swap the engines out. They're mounted differently. The transmissions are different. You can't swap the engines. And also, you wouldn't want to swap the engine because the SR20 in the GTIR, the Pulsar, is a far superior engine. It's far superior. It's a stronger engine. It's more powerful. It has a better power potential. It is a stronger engine. It's the best revision of the SR20 that Nissan ever did. It has ITBs, for instance, as well. Like it's a better engine all round. Night King says, did you see the new June RTS reveal? No. What's that? I didn't see that at all. I didn't see the trailer for Space Marine 2. No, sorry. Claudio Rogajan says, you think Spider-Man No Way Home will be a bloated mess? I'm afraid it will be, but pray it's not. I think it has the potential to be. Or people will just pop up here and there and be a bit useless, and then it won't be bloated as a result of that. So, you know, it'll either be really good, bloated mess, or people will pop up and be completely useless, and there'll be no point adding them in. There's a few routes that can go down, to be fair. Super Sculpey is a polymer clay which you bake in the oven. I want to try my hand at sculpting. Awesome. Let me know how that goes, mate. Sculpting and things like that can be a really good break, you know, break from life, escapism and things. So yeah, let me know how that goes. The man with the plan says the Datsun light was amazing. Can't wait to see it up in your new place. No, neither can I. I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's a great. Like, I tried turning it on to show you all. It just blinds everyone. What a cool light. Yeah, really, really, really great of a Hoppy ending. He's a dude. Claudio Rogajan says, also, I love how people are excited for Andrew Garfield to come back, even though everyone I talk to doesn't like his movies at all. Funny, right? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think people just want, people to sort of come back to... I don't know, people like what they like, don't they? Sorry, chap, missed the Pulsar bit. How's the car? It's wrecked. The crankshaft is not true. It is 0.06 mil out. So on the rotation, it's not round. On the rotation, it's not fully round. So it's not straight. So there's a bend in the crankshaft. A 0.06 mil of a bend in the crankshaft. It's not true. It's not straight. It means it can't be used. Boo-hoo. I'm really bummed out by it, basically. I mean, I'm genuinely bummed out. It's really hard to find crankshafts. Al Humphreys, how's it going? Nice. Appreciate it. In fact, actually, I've literally just got a text from a breaker. Let me have a look. Because I messaged a breaker earlier today. Hi. I think I do have a standard unground crank. Unground free crank. We'll check tomorrow. Not cheap though. Assuming I do have one, would want £500. Fuck me. They're very difficult to get hold of. Most are either cracked or been ground, which is no good as it removes the gas nitride surface. Fuck's sake. If it's true, fuck's sake. Within tolerances and in good condition, unground, etc. Fuck me. Fucking £500. Fuck. Oh no. Fuck this car into oblivion. I hate it. No. Fuck off. Fuck. I hate this car. Fuck's sake. Right, okay. Adam Healy has been a member for 9 months. Epic. Brandon Gaines. Howdy, H. How you doing today? Well, I'm not very good. I'm not very good. I take it you weren't expecting that much. I was not. Andrew, my dude, I was not. Gary N, that's really expensive. It is and it isn't. You cannot buy the crankshaft for this car anyway. You can't buy them new. You can't buy them. You just can't get them. You can't. So actually, it's a seller's market. So is it expensive? Yes. But is it way out? Not really. I guess. Fuck. Adam Healy, thanks for the fist bump. Super sticker. Katrin is about to go on a date. Nice. So I can't stay, but I figured I would drop in and say, hey, while I wait. Well, thank you so much, Katrin. Where are you going on a date? Who are you going on a date with? Is it regular data, new date? What's the deal? Let's embarrass you a little bit. You could do with the garage checking it's okay before purchasing somehow. So it is actually from a garage, a GTIR breaker. And what I've said is if he can put it in a block and have a video showing that it's true, then I'll take it. But also, I will buy it through PayPal and I will return it through PayPal if it's not good. But yeah, that's fucking expensive. How many cars do I currently own? Good question. So I have 3 cars. Well, no, I've got 2 cars and 1 truck. I have a pickup truck, but it's a mini truck. Which if you don't know anything about cars, mini truck might sound a bit weird, but like it's a little... it's just a really small pickup truck, basically. It's car size. Quite cutesy, I guess. So I have my Nissan 370Z. I've got a Nissan Pulsar GTIR, which is the one with the blown engine that's getting rebuilt. And then I've got a Datsun 720 King Cab pickup truck, which has an SR20 DET in it. Maybe time to trade for an MR2. Still a fun sports car, but with Toyota reliability. Yeah, so I mean, look, Nissans are reliable. The whole thing's actually really easily explainable. Basically, I bought it off someone who was a dickhead. There's literally no other way to put it. The guy was an absolute dickhead. He had all the parts out of the car for years. They were rusted. He put it in the car to sell it. Sold it. I drove the car. The engine blew up. I mean, you know, the rods, the connecting rods were rusted. You know, the crank had rust on it. Like, these things don't happen because oil circulates, you know. The clutch had been wire wheeled down. Like, this stuff just doesn't happen. But obviously the former owner of this car was an absolute dipshit. So the car itself will be reliable when it's put together properly with proper parts. But this cowboy just threw it together. Really dangerous. Like, you know, think of all the potentials that could have happened. You know, I could have been driving on a motorway, engine blow. Like, there's so many things that could have happened. Like, you know, what else about the car wasn't put together? Is the transmission in properly? Are the diffs locked together? Like, there's so many potentials. And that's just because the guy was an absolute douchebag. Like, just is what it is. Have I ever read the Incal graphic novels? No, I've never even heard of them. Thoughts on Garfield's Spidey movies. First one could have been great. If you've seen the deleted scenes, it's a completely different film, a better one. I haven't seen the deleted scenes. I saw bits of them, like the extended sequences in the Osborne labs and stuff like that. I think that there's a good film in there somewhere, but yeah, not great. You know, the end results were not great. But yeah, like, I don't hate them. I just think they're not good. But I'm not like, oh, these are, you know, these are, I mean, they're pretty bad, but they're not, they're on par with other bad comic book movies, if that makes sense. How much did I pay for the crankshaft? About £370, and I will get all of that back, and I don't pay postage on the return either, because it's through eBay. That's why it is good to buy parts through eBay. But you do run the risk of getting shit parts, but if you're checking them over properly and stuff, you can send them back and you're protected. So, yeah. So what is up with the old crankshaft? There's scoring and pissing running through it. So it's bad. Like, it's not in good shape, you know. Deadly Fly from Moon. Hey, you. Hey, you. Thanks so much for the super sticker, dude. Have I thought of ditching the car and just getting a Lada? Yeah, the Ladas, they're cool. I like the look at them. Not my cup of tea, but, you know, whatever. That makes sense, Mr. H. Sellers definitely have the leverage on price in a seller's market. Not much you can do, I guess. No, I mean, there is literally nothing I can do. Brimful of Ashes says, what is your thoughts on The Matrix Awakening by Unreal Engine 5? Apparently you can download and play the demo. It looks amazing. I actually haven't had a look yet, to be honest. It's been a really busy day with videos, to be fair. Andrew Latham says, what's happening with the Halo trailer reaction, Mr. H? I did it earlier, but it got copyright blocked. Can't do anything about it. Like, it's there, but I can't release it because it's been copyright claimed. So, yeah, I mean, that happens a lot with Paramount stuff. It's why I stopped doing any of the, I think it was Paramount that do Star Trek Discovery. Because, remember, there was lots of trailers for them coming out and stuff. I haven't done any of them because they get copyright blocked. It's just a waste of time. Marshmallow says, I think this Friday we all need a good cry together. I had to borrow £500 yesterday to pay for my doggo's vet bill. Oof. Vets are so expensive. What? My mother sold my long story for 50 quid. Had the whole chassis changed and an engine rebuild. Keep calm, carry on. What? What did she sell? Deadly Fly from Moon. Wait, thanks so much for the super sticker, my dude. So I've missed some of this stuff. tow weight on the pickup truck. I don't know. It's not a utility vehicle. Tom, my dude, it's actually far from a utility vehicle. If you've seen it, like the Datsun pickup truck is not what it is. Brandon Gaines says, I just found a GTIR crankshaft for $319. I can email the link. That will be the one I already bought, and it was not good. I bet it's got like Z Performance on it or something like that from Engineering UK, something like that. Yeah, if it is, that's the one I bought and they weren't good. So new. That's the one which I'm returning. But anyway, we don't need to keep talking about cars, guys. You can ask any questions you want, of course, but please don't think that we are bound to car stuff. It is not what we are bound to. YouTube really need to be supporting their creators more. They do. They need to actually, notify you of when I stream and stuff, because they don't tend to do that these days. Let me see. It is, yeah, Z Performance, yeah. See, that is literally... It is the correct one, but that is the company, Brandon, my dude, that I already bought the crank from, and it wasn't true. It was out by 0.06 of a mil. Sadly. Claudio Rogajan says, insert the deleted scenes for the first Amazing Spider-Man back in, and they had so much more context, especially for Lizard's motivation. Why cut that out? Sometimes, like, Sony especially have a weird mandate for movies under a certain time. And sometimes it is to do with theatre showings, Can you have a movie show this many times per day? Right, well, we can, but it has to have this much runtime. And that is basically why they do it. Sometimes. I mean, it's crap, but yeah, that is why they do it. What's this? Gary Morrison says, hey, H, any more updates on Predator? Surely it has to win. Give us what we all want. I know, they're not going to, though, are they? God, can you imagine if they do? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Popping my back. The Predator wins, rips out the woman's spine, or her brother's spine in her face, and she goes, oh my God, you've won. I don't know, whatever. Can you imagine that? That'd be epic. But yeah, no, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I wish. But no, yeah, there's no updates on Predator at the moment. No updates at all. Yeah, no updates at all. Marshmallow, what happened to your dog anyway, dude? What was wrong with your dog for what was up with your dog for £500? Because it sounds like I'm being an arsehole, but £500 is cheap for a vet bill. So what happened? What's this? Brandon Kilgore says, I have been putting a care package for car nonsense stuff to send to your PO box, and hope it can be useful to you and Nick or anyone else you want to share it with. I'm sure it will be, man. That'd be great. I'm looking forward to that. That'd be really rad. If you didn't know, ladies and gents, I've got a PO box. The address is in the description box. Send stuff if you want. The Prider Complex says, are you still planning on competing next year? If so, how's the prep going? So, yeah, I mean, I just do my normal training stuff, to be fair. So I'm not prepping at the moment. We'd never prep this early on. You'd prep like end of January, that sort of thing. Give yourself 15-ish weeks to get in shape, to diet down and stuff like that. But I stay with a six-pack year round, so it wouldn't take me that... Well, 15 weeks would get me really, really shredded, if I wanted to. So I don't have a set-out plan. I'd like to get in shape, but I do also have a pretty busy year next year. So we'll see. We'll see. I'd like to get in really good shape, but I don't know. It's kind of like it's there. It's in my mind that I'd like to do it. But we'll see how everything goes. It's going to be a pretty busy, be a pretty busy year, but I'd like to. So you had a GTIR that you were going to rebuild, and then your mother sold it for £50. I bet she's killing herself for that now, because you could you know, you can sell a shell for like $7 grand. Jesus, that would piss me off, mate. Let me just scroll back up because I'm way behind on some of these. Right. So, Claudio Rogajan says, it was shown to Sony and they didn't like the first cut and ordered a safer, less risky film, so they reshot a bunch of it and cut out certain scenes. Oh, well, there you go. There's the explanation. Marshmallow says, broke his dew claw. It was sticking out sideways, was bleeding slightly. First time seeing my dog injured, so naturally I panicked. Yeah, it's never nice when your dog hurts themselves. Dew claws are reasonably common to snap off. Not super common, but they do go. And also when you get your dog groomed, if they're not a good groomer, or you haven't had them clipped, their claws clipped for a while, I think it's called is it the wick or something like that? Quick, comes out too far, and they can bleed quite a lot from there as well. But so I wouldn't worry. I mean, those things, you know, I guess sort of worry about it, but not massively. £500 is expensive for a dew claw. That's really expensive. What do they do? What do they do to the dew claw that was £500? Did they like remove it, bandage it? Like, I'm confused. Yeah, that's quite expensive, to be fair. Stefan says, competed myself, won first place. It's quite tough. Practice posing loads. I have over the years. Yeah, well, I mean, the first time I competed was like a long time ago now. Actually, Jesus. Yeah. Long time ago. Long time ago. God damn. Yeah, no, I've been competing on and off in bodybuilding for years. Well over a decade. Well over. I want to say nearly 2. Long time. Mr. H stands for Hulk. Definitely not. I'm not that big, but cheers. What was my body type before weights? So, always been relatively stocky, but then I got super, super lean. And then I didn't like being skinny. So that's why I picked up weights. That's literally the story of why I picked up weights. The Kaza Gaming Room says, how did you watch the newest Paranormal Activity in the UK? Mr. H, I do get screeners. So it was a screener. It's how I watch June early. It's how I watch most things early, is just screeners. Got any recommendations on how to strengthen upper body muscles before heavy lifting? Because I've just bought a pull-up station and struggling a bit. So with a pull-up, it's very specific muscles. So I wouldn't actually say there's much you can do before doing that. What I would do, if you've got the pull-up station, is just work on negatives. So, you know, get a box to stand on, so you're in the top of the position of a pull-up, and then lower yourself down against gravity, resisting your weight on the way down. That would help quite a lot. Do that as reps, basically. Do like 10 of them. You'll be surprised how much that really hurts. Do that for a few weeks, and then begin trying to do 1 or 2 pull-ups alongside it. But stay with that, yeah. So what's this? Someone said, Trenchman says, why haven't you covered the Halo teaser yet? But I have, my dude, but it got copyright claimed. So yeah, I couldn't do much about that, to be fair, sadly. Stefan says, post pictures. What, bodybuilding stuff? Do I have any here? I did have some on here. Yeah, so here you go. Here's me competing. My most muscular position, pose. Favorite pose of mine. I used to really like that pose because I thought I looked good. Traps were always big, always have been. I was much starting point of this diet. I was much lighter than I am now. So technically I'm bigger than this now. Just need to get in shape. So there you go. There's me on stage. Competing. And then just a real quick one, side shot. Because not everyone cares about this, but some people do. So for those, I will appease you. And then there was this one, which is side profile. You can see glutes come in, hamstrings separated nicely. You can even see the abductor muscles, which you can see on the side of the hip there. So very lean. Very, 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 very lean. I was very happy with that condition. There you go. Proof I have competed and I'm not full of shit, like most people who reside on the interwebs. There you go. I need to invest in a xenomorph fursuit for you. Xenomorph fursuit, please. God, no, Trenchman. Please, no. I'm not interested in that. No, I don't want to become a furry. I'm good. Jimothy says, where can I buy your film, Mr. H? Love seeing people's work. In fact, I joint directed and acted in a film, The Legend of Mordred, 2019, a while back, but in post-production hell with new producers. Oh, Jesus, that's crap, man. So you can't buy it anymore. It's behind a paywall. The paywall is literally being a tier 2 member on the channel, and then you can see my films. They are in the community tab. You'll see them down. You'll have to scroll through them, but they are there. And I don't know if on the search of a page there's like a specific members bit where you can see stuff, but if there is, then it's there as well. So yeah, it's literally just all there. Claudia Rogajan says the new Matrix Awakening demo is just a tech demo to show off the power of Unreal Engine 5. No actual game you can play it right now. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. Yeah, shame. Have I watched Invasion yet? No, but it's on my list. So I'm watching The Expanse tonight, and then I want to watch Invasion. Invasion is on my list. So yeah. The bronzed one, Mr. H. Yeah, I know. Super bronzed. Seth, tit box. Is that a pierced nipple? Yeah, I've got both my nipples pierced. Yeah. Damn, what were you like? 7%. Probably, yeah, 6 or 7%. My glutes were there. The glutes came in. So I'd probably say 6 or 7%. I would probably be accurate. I think that'd be fair to say. Wow, dude, you took it really seriously. Yeah, well, I just think it's fun. Like, it's fun to test yourself, isn't it, really? So, yeah. I did take it seriously, but there's no point competing if you're not going to be serious on it. Larry L, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Miss H. Good evening, dude. Nice to have you on. Nice to have you here. Al Humphreys is currently wearing the Alien Christmas jumper. Epic. Good. I'm glad, man. It's not available to anyone anymore, sadly, because Teespring pulled it, motherfuckers. Am I going to review the Book of Boba Fett episode by episode or as a whole, Mr. H? Probably episode by episode, I think. Why not? I'll do it episode by episode just as I watch it. I'm going to be reviewing The Expanse Season 6 episode by episode. So, yeah, I think so. I think we'll do episode by episode. Just got to reply to Nick. C. Kramer, do I have a Christmas gown that you'll be showing off on Christmas Eve? I don't actually, no. No. Yeah, I don't have a Christmas gown at all. Don't really have any Christmas clothes, to be fair. Not massively. Christmas is a weird time for me. Not a massive fan on that. Joe Blow sent €2, I think. Thank you so much. Well, Seth is living up to his name as a tit box. Yeah. Any tips on getting over the fear of failure, Mr. H? No. I don't really have any tips on getting over the fear of failure. I think ultimately, like, if it's within your power, then you shouldn't be afraid to try. Because then you're removing it from your power by not trying. I don't know really. Yeah. Getting over the fear of failure. Getting over the fear of failure. How do you get over the fear of failure? I think realistically, it's more of a case of does anyone's opinion on that really matter? You know, like take this channel for instance, right? Like this channel has its audience, right? Some people would swing by this channel and go, well, "Fuck this! This is a piece of shit," right? And I get that, but everything has an audience. So in terms of a fear of failure, if I thought. The thing is, it's tricky because I didn't start this channel thinking it would be a success. I started it because I just wanted to geek out on alien stuff. I never imagined it would be what it is. That was never the intention. Long-time subscribers know that. But it's a good case study, isn't it? Because I wanted to talk about something which I couldn't discuss in my work life or even in my home life, really. So I decided just to make a stupid YouTube video about it and then make a few more. And then I was like, oh, fuck me, other people really into this. I'm going to keep going because this is fun. But if I didn't take that leap, if I was so concerned about what people thought, then I wouldn't have done that. Really, I think the fear of failure is more thinking about other people's opinion of you failing rather than your opinion of yourself attempting to succeed. Because that's the thing, right? You're attempting. You're not willfully failing. You're attempting to succeed. So I guess maybe it's a thought experiment on you realistically going, right, well actually, am I trying to fail or am I attempting to succeed here? And I guess it's a case of removing the negative aspects of your thought process and going, well, I'm just attempting to succeed. You're not, you're setting out to, you're attempting to, but you're not the failing part is on the peripheral. It's just a byproduct of the attempt to succeed. But if you don't even try, you're never going to succeed. So the byproduct of failure is actually beneficial as a result of you attempting to succeed. There's a fucking lot of words there. And on a roundabout way, I think I've given a good point. I think. I hope I have, anyway. Gary N. Sent a keep it up super sticker. Thank you so much. I think I've got to my point there. At the end of the day. Right, Larry L says failures are stepping stones to achieving success. There you go. You said it a bit better. Jackie B says only found your channel with the Alec Baldwin stuff, to be honest. Then saw you did film reviews. Thank you so much. I'm glad. Yeah, the Alec Baldwin stuff has definitely popped out the channel a little bit wider there. And I'm glad, I am glad. Like film reviews, YouTube tends to sandbox a channel that they sandbox channels all the bloody time. Just is what it is. So I have personally enjoyed the coverage of the Alec Baldwin situation, mainly just because it's been a fascinating ride, and it has been. Like, I view it like the thoughts and theories on the lead up to a movie by a certain perspective, and I say that with the utmost respect to obviously the situation that it is, because obviously the situation is tragic, and that's unavoidable. But isn't it just a fascinating ride from start to the inevitable finish that it will be? And without the coverage, I don't think I wouldn't fully appreciate that ride. That's for sure. Because I wouldn't be covering it, would I? So I've enjoyed doing that myself. So I'm glad you have as well. Sergeant Bear says I failed my lift today. Mr. H. Wound up pinhead. What? Well, wound up pinned to the bench by 184 kilos. Had to be saved by a spotter. We'll try it again in about 2 months. Failing is part of the journey. I mean, mate, that's a fucking big lift. So you're doing really well there, dude. I wish I was able to do something like that. I mean, obviously you said you failed, but I'm sure you got the negative. And if you got the negative there, mate, you're halfway there, and that's important, right? You're halfway there. So yeah, you're doing well. Take a look at the old film reviews H has done. They are well done. Even if it's a negative review, you get the reasons as to why, which is better than most. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Mr. H should release motivation tapes. Definitely not. No one needs to listen to me rabbit on garbage. I did study philosophy and ethics, and that's one of the things I want to bring to some of these live streams moving forwards into the new year. You know, like topics of actual debatable discussion, right? Like, hot topics in the media, for instance, like, should James Bond, well, not specifically, because that's a really bad example. Should James Bond be a girl? That's a really terrible example because there's not that much to dive into. But on surface value, there's not. But actually, there really is. But like, even down to controversial subjects like Jussie Smollett. I know that's not how he says his name. I don't really care. He doesn't deserve respect. Should he have been charged with a hate crime? I believe so. I believe he should have been charged with a hate crime. Yes, I would say that it's great that he's been charged on 5 of the 6 counts. But I think absolutely he should have been charged with a hate crime. He staged a hate crime. That in and unto itself has an ethnicity and a group behind it that he's trying to frame. That in and unto itself, I believe, is a hate crime. So I would like to do some of these, more discussion-based streams in future. To have a bit more of an interesting discussion about stuff. So there you go. But that'll be moving forwards. Into the new year at some point. Al Humphrey says, I was succeeding or starting to, but then 1.5 tons of car decided I wouldn't. But you're right, Mr. H. You have to try your hardest to succeed. Epic failure, though. Well, so, I mean, look, you say that, Al, and obviously, I don't know your entire situation. I don't know it. And you could say, well, look, you failed on certain levels because of the situation that you've been thrown into. But you could also say that you're a success. I mean, look, success can be broad. Success can be in a microcosm. And success can be community based. I mean, look at you within this community here. And yeah, sure, some people would say, well, who cares about this community? Who gives a fuck? Well, I care, and everyone in the community cares. And in the community, you turn up to these streams, everyone likes you, everyone, wants to hear what you're saying, you interact with people, they interact with you. So you could say even in this situation, you are deemed a success, because you are. Like, that is successful. There's not many people that can be recognized on a stream and held in as high regard as you are. There's not that many people that takes that title here on these streams, but you are. So yeah, I mean, obviously your situation and what life has thrown at you, yes, you could probably look at that as a failure. But then conversely, there are other aspects where people would say, well, you're a success in that regard, right? So, have I seen the writer for Space Marine 2? No? What's that? What are your thoughts on the Halo trailer? Good. Look great. Good color grading. Looks really good. Still a little bit dubious. It looks like they're bringing in classism and sort of commentary on classism, but I don't know. Remains to be seen. I was actually really disappointed with the trailer, quite frankly, because I think that they should have released more footage. I mean, they didn't show anything. They've been building it up for a good few days, releasing stills, releasing this, releasing that, 10 seconds here, 15 seconds there, and then they just release a minute. I think that was really shit. I think that was really, really shit. Warhammer game trailer. Oh no, I know what Space Marine is, but who's the writer? What's that all about? Who is tougher, Doom Guy or Master Chief? Doom Guy. Doom Guy is definitely tougher than Master Chief, especially what we learned in Doom Eternal. Like 100%, Doom guy is tougher than Master Chief. I wish there'd been at least a glimpse at the Covenant. There kind of was a glimpse. So it was this that was the what I thought it was. It was the glowing mushroom thing in the sky. There looked to be one of the what was the purple drop ships coming down away from it. I could be wrong, but it looked like it was. I think that was a glimpse at the Covenant. I think. I don't know, but I think it was. Gary N says, have you seen the movie The Thing from the 80s? If so, what did you think of it? Good or bad? I tend to regard it as one of the best examples of practical horror effects in film. So I've done a big retrospective review on The Thing, Gary N, my dude. I love The Thing. I think The Thing is a fantastic film. Absolutely incredible. It's a great film. Genuinely a masterpiece, right? Like, it's a masterpiece. If you missed it, Gary, my dude, there is my review. Just links it in the chat now, so check it out. Check it out. Current Doom guy, yeah. You really can't put that guy down. No, he's a beast. I haven't seen the Tom Holland Hot Ones yet. It popped up on my recommended, so I will check it out. I will check it out and have a look. If I could be a character from any Sonic the Hedgehog, who would it be and why? Sonic, because he's cool. It's fun. It'd be fun to go that fast, wouldn't it? I think, maybe. I haven't seen the latest Peacemaker trailer. Didn't watch it, actually. I need to check that out. I know that they made Vigilante a dumbass for some weird reason. I don't know why. I guess maybe trying to replicate Deadpool. Maybe. I haven't seen the reveal for Space. Everyone keeps asking about Space Marine 2. Let me just do it now then. Do I know who Master Swag King Entertainment is? No. Who the fuck is that? Right. Space Marine 2. Right, come on then. The Game Awards, Warhammer 40,000, Space Marine 2 announcement and world premiere trailer. Right, let's have a look.
I could start building a live career. I could go global.
Shut up. Shut up. No one cares. House of Ashes. Right, let's have a watch. Okay, not bad. Pretty basic graphics, but not bad. Okay. Wow. Nice, cool. Are they just going to drop down? Please jump from the dropship. Yes! Yes! And they run away. Hack. Cut down. Straight through the middle. Nice. Oh, he's running in. He's like, fuck you, mate. I'm going to have you, son. One-handed. Boom, boom. Straight up through. Rips this head off. And he's dead. Look at that. That was cool. Good cinematic. In-game graphics always crap, though. Boom. Oof. That looks cool, man. Is this the in-game graphics? It's not bad, but it's not good. They could be so much better with the graphics. Right, anyway, they could be so much better with the graphics. It's always the graphics that they let them down. The in-game graphics are always a massive letdown. They really are. Shame. Shame, shame, shame. Anyway, there you go. That was Space Marine 2 that I just watched. Not bad. An idea for a playthrough The Thing, which was released on PS2. Don't know. Can I get that on PC? Don't know if I can. And I'm doing Cyberpunk currently, aren't I? For patrons and members. Choose to be a hero for a day. Who would you be? Judge Dredd. Because that would be an interesting dynamic. I'd like to be inside Dredd's skull and just know his thoughts. What an interesting world that would be. He's technically a hero. Random, but am I a fan of martial arts movies? Yeah, I quite like martial arts, yeah. Have I watched Dune yet? Yeah, I've done a review of it, my dude. Just scrolling down, just having a look. Let me have a look. Sorry, I'm way behind on this. I haven't seen Super Crooks on Netflix yet. Tor Adathan says, hey all, greetings H. Nice to have you on, dude. Hope you're well. Albion says, I always thought after First Blood, the mistake they make with the sequel, while he was still young, was do instead of prequel with the whole Baker team out in Vietnam, with the whole badass Green Berets. Yeah, true, yeah. Headed to boxing class, hope everyone has a good evening. Peace out, Sergeant Bear, my dude. Evening message, notice you streaming most Friday nights. Do you not enjoy a wine while doing so? No, I don't. I'm not typically a drinker, actually. It's quite rare that I drink. I don't know, just not really that bothered. If I had the choice, it would be Sherlock Holmes. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Perfect Tragedy Gaming, or Perfect Tragedy, sorry, has been a member for 9 months. Nice. Guys, if you want to support the channel, please do become a member. You do get benefits, like members-only live streams, weekly members-only playthroughs, and if you are a Tier 2 member, then you get access to my films as well, and the documentaries behind them, which are like an hour long. They're feature films, basically. Dread is Alex Garland, and Annihilation was my favourite film of 2018. He's good. He's a visionary. Yeah, Alex Garland is very good. He is good. I'm enjoying your walkthrough of Cyberpunk 2077, Mistake. I look forward to the next one. Yeah, so do I, actually. I haven't played any more of it yet, but I will be looking forward to playing that. Yeah, it's a good game. Like, I have enjoyed it. I'll enjoy it more when I can sort of lay on a couch and play it with a controller. But yeah, I'll get there. We will do it. Oh, Andy McCallum, are you alright? Is your mum okay? Are you alright? That's awful. Is she okay? Andy, my dude. That's awful to hear. My thoughts are with you, Andy, dude. Matthew K. Hi, Miss H. Hope you're feeling better. Is Zack Snyder doing the Justice League Part 2 and 3 films? Probably not. H makes his own beer. Takes down his own meat. Stomps the ground for veggies. H taught Doom Guy Master Chief everything they know. Kratos is still learning. That's fucking hilarious. See, Kramer just got a test pipe for my S2000. Looking forward to the less restrictive exhaust. Nice. That's going to be loud. That is going to be very, very, very loud. But awesome. Do it. Do it. Do it now. Cyberpunk 2077 definitely doesn't live up to the hype, but it's not a bad game. I've been enjoying it, but you are right. Does it live up to the hype? No. Like, that game was hyped up to fuck. And it definitely does not live up to that at all. But it is fun. Yeah, it is fun. Star Wars Eclipse trailer looked like a whole lot of nothing. Like, I don't know. You just showed me a world? Alright then. I thought that was a bit boring, to be fair. I don't really get the point of that trailer. I bought these recently. These alien figure packs. They are... I think they're reproductions of the Kenner aliens. Like the gorilla alien, mantis alien, snake alien. And then they've posed them in a pose, and they're basically little figures, you know, and they've got little stands and stuff. They come in a pack of 2. I bought them from HMV. Reasonable, not super cheap, not super expensive, but it's Eagle Moss Collectibles. They do some Predator ones as well. So just as an FYI, if anyone wants to send me anything to the PO box, Eagle Moss Collectibles. Thanks very much. Cheers. No, but seriously, the figures are quite good. Let me go and grab one, because you might like them. If anyone missed out on ever getting the Kenner toys, because now they're like unobtainium, you just can't get them, you might be able to get these online as a nice little sort of like fun thing for you to get. It does say Alien and Predator, but I've not seen any box sets of Predator at the moment. I don't understand what's going on with that, but whatever. Boobs, how's it going, mate? So, this is the gorilla alien and bull alien, and then you pop open this, and then they're in there. Obviously, it's quite reflective, so you can't really see them. But gorilla alien here, again, you can't really see it because it's so bloody reflective. But the bull alien's here, but they're quite big. They're quite good. Oh, they're quite cool. They are 100mm tall. Or the gorilla alien one is. The bull alien is 85mm tall. They're really cool. Like you can see, that's the bull alien. That is a picture, a photo of the bull alien. How cool is that? That's in its pose. There's the gorilla alien in its pose. Super cool. So yeah, Eagle Moss Hero Collector. So I would highly recommend them, actually. Thought they were really decent. So if you missed out on ever getting these, grab one. You get the whole set. There you go. Anyway, there you go. Just thought I'd show you. They weren't expensive. They were less than £20. They weren't expensive. Andy, they're actually really cheap. They're not expensive because they're recreations. So it's like you know, if you can, you know, if you missed out on the Kenner toys back in the day, they're just recreations basically. So yeah, they were £19 each. Not for £19 for 2. Like, for the whole box, £19. I thought that was really cheap. I thought it was really good. I think. So it's like, that was a Christmas present to myself, basically. Did I ever pick up Kane did you ever pick up Kane Soul Reaver? I used to love playing that back in the day. Yeah, they're good. They're really, really good. I was saying about trying to get a figure for Legacy of Kane, but can't find them. Cannot find them anywhere. Am I pumped for No Way Home? Says AMXF. Not pumped, but I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Looking forward to watching it. Looking forward to just sitting in the cinema, switching off for a few hours, watching a good film. Hopefully a good film. Al Humphrey says, I've got the entire Eagle Moss military watch collection. Not bad, really. Eagle Moss military watch? What? I don't know. Don't know what that is. Hi, Miss H and Lord Jasper and everyone. Just got in from a very long day at work. Biceps hurt after topping up fruit and veg at Tesco all day. Relaxing now. Good. You chill out. Ferries are real. So it was £19, which equates to like probably $24, $25, I guess. So I thought it was quite cheap. Miss H, was there a Christmas tree stream? I missed it this year. No, there was no Christmas tree stream this year. There was not a Christmas tree stream before either. There was a video, I think. I don't think it was a stream. Don't Look Up is getting bad reviews. Yeah, I'd imagine so. I want the King Alien from Aliens, Rogue. Yeah, that's cool. It's super, super cool. It's a good... there's a big maquette of it as well, I think. Am I still using whey protein, or did I switch over to something plant-based? No, still use whey protein. I did not see the Alan Wake 2 trailer. No. That was... Let's have a look at that now, then. Because everyone... Let's have a look. Alan Wake 2. Ha! That looks like Jake Gyllenhaal. Does it look like Jake Gyllenhaal? That's fucking hilarious. Right, let's have a look.
We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer.
Good graphics. Nice.
Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope, without ever finding the story. This is not the story you want it to be. This story will eat you alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Oh. Wow. Do we have gameplay? No, just a bunch of them talking bollocks. It looks good. Yeah, Alan Wake 2 looks good. Bob Sav, so whey protein does work. Wow. No, not really. Like, it's all... it's food, you know, and, like, it's not that... You know... the workouts are what's important. People are always like, oh, it's 80% diet. It's not 80% diet. It's not. It is literally 50-50. You have to work out fucking hard. And whey protein is just a supplementation. It's literally just a bioavailable protein source. Not super important. You know, to say like, oh, you know, whey protein does, you know, it's you get it from like eggs and things like that, but it's just a cheap bioavailable protein source. Right, any updates on the Pulsar? Yes, there's a whole video of it on Car Nonsense, my second channel, linked in the description box, ladies and gents, if you want to see my second channel. Yeah, I saw a Space Marine 2 trailer. I literally just watched it on the stream now. Simon the Saint, good evening, Mr. H. Nothing to say, but hope you have a good week. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate that. I'm really confused about the whole powder thing. What are you confused about? Whey, it's curds and whey, isn't it? It's a byproduct of milk, and then it just becomes dried into a powder, reconstituted with water or milk. Again, it's just a protein source. That's all it is. People think it's like a wonder powder. It's not. It is literally just a source of protein. That's all it is. Yeah, not the be all and end all. I'm curious to see how Paul Dano pulls off the Riddler, as am I. I think it'll be very, very good, to be fair. But yeah, we will see. What do you refer to? What do you prefer to continue with Ridley Scott's trilogy or a reboot of Alien? I want him to finish it because a story left unfinished is annoying. But yeah, I don't know. Larry L, here you go, Mr. H. Just take my money, no questions asked. That's very kind, thank you. Appreciate anyone doing super chats. It's a great way to support the channel. Great way for you to get your question answered. I'm not one of these streamers that only answers super chats. I will answer any question. But as a result of that, obviously, questions do have to be repeated. And if you do want your question answered immediately, then super chats go to the front of the queue. So just a good way to support the channel, but also get your question and comment asked and answered a little bit quicker. Graham J says, Mr. H, did you ever read Confessions of an Unlikely Bodybuilder by Sam Fussell, a popular book in bodybuilding circles 20 years ago? Funny, insightful, and sad story, but a great read. No, I never even heard of that, actually. What is it about? What's the sort of... Give me the skinny on it. What's the deal with it? Do I take any vitamin B supplements? I do. I take a vitamin B complex every day. C. Kramer, no Lindas tonight. Very happy about that. We did. I just blocked her. Glenn, Mr. H, thoughts on Brad Pitt's next film, Built Train or Bullet Train? About 5 assassins whose assignments are all linked together. Apparently Pitt's fight scenes are epic. I've not even heard of that. So that's, yeah, that's new to me. Milton Rizzo, how do we find you on Instagram? By searching Mr. H Reviews. There's actually a link in the description box, I think. Should be. My Instagram should be in the description box. Yeah, it is. Follow me on Instagram is under Twitter. So go to the description box all the way to the end and you'll see my Instagram there. Miss H, funny scene you turbo boosting away. So this head's not a turbo, my dude. It's just it's literally just a naturally aspirated engine. But yeah, like it does pull quite hard. From the Ford Fiesta driver close behind your bumper on the other channel, can't answer. I know it was. That was a pretty raw, unedited video. Well, obviously it was. You saw it. So yeah. But yeah, I'm glad you found it funny. Do I like Wallace and Gromit? Of course. How can you not like Wallace and Gromit? Wallace and Gromit is great. Annie McCallum, this is why you're a great dude. Well, thank you so much, mate. And honestly, I really do hope you're okay. And I hope your mother's okay. That's awful. Genuinely awful to hear. There's only one Linda here, and Mr. H is sitting on it. Yes, I am. Yeah, my poor Pulsar. I know. I don't want to talk about it anymore. But I might have found a solution. Just a £500 one, which is shit. Not good. Not happy about that. It's yeah, the £500 crankshaft is stressing me out quite a lot, actually. Yeah, that engine rebuild has been a real pain in my side. But look, if I can get that sorted and I can get that new crankshaft by next week, get the old one sent back and refunded, Pulsar might be back in my possession by January. And then I might be able to get rid of it or keep it, dependent on how much it annoys me. I don't know. Do you know the stock boost pressure in the Pulsar, PSI or bar? No, I don't actually. You can Google that though, mate. You will be able to see that. That's like 220 horsepower, I think, stock, if I remember rightly. Not a ton of power, but you can get them to 340, 350 quite easily. With stock transmission, you know, you need to upgrade the turbo, but yeah, you can get to that quite easy. Am I religious? No, I am not religious at all. I did study philosophy and ethics, religion, Christianity, Hinduism. So I've got a good grasp on religion, but no, like I am non-religious. I'm not disrespectful to religion at all. I think religion is absolutely fine. I think people having, you know, religious, you know, you got to remember, the Western world is actually built on Christianity. Our belief system is built on Christianity. Our laws are generally built on Christianity, much like the Eastern world. You know, the Arab Eastern world is built all over, you know, on Islam and the ideologies and the belief system of Islam, right? That's what their laws are built on and things like that. And the Western world, you know, has a lot to thank for Christianity. Also a lot to say, you know, pretty poo-poo. But, you know, religion's an interesting concept, to be fair. Can I not just build my own crank? Looks simple enough. Fuck, yeah, I wish. Jesus. I could be wrong, but I believe I once heard you say you're a school teacher. What did I teach before you gave up? Didn't give up. That's wrong. I didn't give up. I did this instead because it's more fun. It's more enjoyable, and it's less stress, and yeah, it was just generally better for my work-life balance. So I didn't give up. No, that's kind of wrong way of framing it. And I taught A-levels. I taught A-level technical certifications for MVQs. So class-based, work-based. Yeah, it was anatomy and physiology. I taught GCSE English and maths. But yeah, anatomy and physiology, nutrition, just generally everything you would need to become a fitness professional, a fitness, you know, expert, I guess you could say. Sciences were involved in that, of course. I invigilated exams. I marked. I had to mark coursework. So yeah, marked A-levels and A-level equivalents, as it were, level 3s. Yeah, that's what I did. Where would I like to see Ridley Scott's Alien franchise go after Covenant Mistake? Unfortunately, I don't have any faith that Disney's planned Alien TV show will be good. So I am 50-50 on that. And I've kind of given my reasons before on that as well. Like, I'm 50-50 on that being good, mainly because, you know, the chap behind it, Noah Hawley, is good. Like, he has done good stuff. So there is the potential that this will be good. It was also greenlit before Disney, right? Like, this is something which had been in the works for a fairly long time. That then Disney sort of, you know, acquired. And then went, yeah, okay, sure, we'll just push it out. Why not? May have made some changes. Who knows? But yeah. So yeah, so I don't know. I'm 50-50 on that. But where would I like to see Ridley Scott's Alien franchise go? Inevitably, we want to. I think most people want to see the war, right? Like, we want to see the war with David. You know, and what's left of the engineers and stuff like that. That would be cool. Like, you know, the war film that Disney that Ridley sort of hinted at would have been good. The origin of the alien would have been good to fucking explain that. Like they tried to, and then had us think that it was David that made it. Fuck off. Yeah. Hey, Mr. H, do you think that they will make another Dread movie? Inevitably, I think yes, at some point. I did not know there was a new Texas Chainsaw Massacre game coming out. That sounds awful. That sounds awful. Was I considered a cool teacher? Probably not. Because people Yeah, probably not. I don't know. I don't think so. I wouldn't like to think I was. I don't know. I think like if you think you were considered cool, you were definitely not cool. You're probably just an absolute dickhead. So yeah, no. I don't. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I was pretty much. I was as down to earth as I am now. You know, just be like, yeah, sure, crack on. Yeah, no. And I would always try to explain to people because people would be like, well, why can't you mark this? And you'd go, right, well, yeah, it is technically right, but, and that's always the thing that people don't want to hear. But as long as you can explain it to people, because the thing in marking which people don't understand is that there is a sheet that your teacher has to mark against, and they will really try hard to put your answer up against what they have, what you have to show, right? They will really try because they don't want to mark you negative. They want you to pass. And most of the time you guys are right. Like in anything you would have done, like testing wise, especially coursework and stuff, you would see it and you'd go, yeah, no, that makes sense, right? Like, yeah, that's right. But the marking sheet tells me I actually can't do that. And so you'd have to go, oh yeah, this works with this. And you know, as a teacher, as a marker, you'd end up having to write a fucking essay just to explain why you're giving this person the marks, and it was just a ball ache. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it was interesting. It was an interesting time. But basically, there's marking criteria that must be adhered to, and it was hard work. But as long as you explain it to people, you'd go, look, I need you to show this as your understanding. What you've said is right, but I've not seen the understanding. People would be like, oh, okay, that's fine, and then you go back and change it and stuff. The way I always taught people was basically right on a question when it says on a question when it says like explain the 3 types of muscles within, or explain the origin and insert, list the origin and insert of the I don't know the upper thoracic region, whatever. You'd be like, okay, so to help your answer, it would be the origin and insert of the muscles within the thoracic are, and you always begin your answer with the end of the question. And that makes sense. That's how I always taught it anyway. That's a real bad example, by the way, because it'd be like, what's a good, what's a good peri-nutrition for working out on a heavy cardio-based workout, and you'd be like, a good peri-based carbohydrate, or peri-based nutrition for or a glycogen-based workout would have a very good peri-based etc. with this, or something like that. Oh fuck it, I'm talking bollocks. I'm quite tired. Sean Conwell, hey Mr. H, is there anything that's now Star Wars Legends you'd want to see brought back, kept in continuity? For me, it's the Darth Bane trilogy. So I'm not massively familiar with all of the stuff out there, in fairness, with Star Wars, but I did hear Darth Bane was quite interesting. I think like Knights of the Old Republic would be good. I don't know if that's considered Legends or not anymore, to be fair. But yeah, Knights of the Old Republic, I played that game. That'd be cool to have. Larry O says, usually teachers are not considered cool by students unless the particular teacher happens to be personable. I can make subjects relatable. Yes. Yeah, no, you're right there. You are right there. Oh. What's this? Claudio says, funny, I had a teacher named Mr. H. He was also into pop and nerd culture like you are, and he was also fit like you, but you seem much cooler. Very kind. Ernest says, Mr. H, the box office performance of Ghostbusters Afterlife is criminal. Do you think without the pandemic affecting cinema sales, it would have done a lot better? Yeah, I think so. I think it's a great film. It's fantastic. Great film. Absolutely. Yeah, good film. Really, really enjoyed it. And also, knowing that Olivia Wilde played Gozer, I mean, that's mental. Yeah. Mental. Olivia Wilde's great. Kenneth Johansson says, have I seen the reimagination of SC-38 of the fight between Vader and Obi-Wan? Amateur made, but still so much better than the original one. No? What is that? Never heard of that. Gary N says, I can't totally disagree with Phone Box Chicken. Prometheus had so much potential to be a stellar film, and much of the questions it posed were ignored or dealt with in a half-assed way. I agree. The thing is, I think Prometheus is a good film on its own, right? Like, I think it's a good film on its own, but it falls apart when you compare it with what should have been the payoff, which is Covenant, right? Those questions which it asked needed to be paid off in Covenant. And they weren't. And that fundamentally is criminal. It's bad. It's really bad narrative storytelling. It's shit. And there are elements of Prometheus which are garbage, right? Of course there are. 100% there are elements which are total trash. But the thing is, like, I think it's a relatively decent movie on a whole, which allows me to sort of, sort of overlook those elements. You know, the bad elements. Most movies have plot holes, but it's if the movie is entertaining enough to distract you from the plot holes, that's always a good way to describe it. V. Gabriel, has he started yawning? Bad mood yet? Don't be a dick. Don't be here if you think I'm in a bad mood. Just fuck off. No one wants you here if you're going to be like that, mate. This pandemic has robbed good films of making money. I agree. Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, completely agree with that. There's a sort of shameful amount of movies which have come out, which are pretty decent, that just sort of fell by the wayside. What was this? Sorry. D. Botherer says, have I seen Alive on Netflix? Great zombie movie. I have. I did a review of it, actually. I think I can find it. Let me have a look for you. Yeah, here you go. D. Botherer. There is my review for Alive. V. Gabriel. Wow. I know. Shocking. Someone called you out on your nonsense statement. Oh my god. Whoa, what a shock. Oh, whoa. I'm so shook. Yes, mate. Like, would you go up to someone in person and go to all their friends around them and go, has he started being a knob yet? Is he in a bad mood yet? And not expect to get called out? Come on now, behave. It's Botherer. Apart from the rolling ship death, Prometheus was a great standalone movie. Yes, but then also, like, not just that. It's also, you know, why have the ship in the same position? That was dumb. Like, it's just for member berries. You know, why like there's a lot to it that was a lot worse than that. But again, the thing is that all movies have plot holes. It's whether the film was entertaining enough to take your attention away from the plot holes. And Prometheus, to me, was entertaining enough to take my mind away from the plot holes. But, you know, like, people not being able to navigate their way around something when they have, you know, navigational tools. You'd be like, well, of course you can navigate. Why can't you? Like, why are you getting stuck, idiot? Like, there's so many things. Like, surely, like, why, you know, what's going on? Why are you asleep in there? Like, why do people not know? What's this? What's that? Like, there are a lot of plot holes. Cerberus McBain says, love the channel, have some money as appreciation from a quadruple college dropout who just got promoted to an industrial laser operator. Wow. What does that involve? Who has some extra cash from working 60-hour weeks. Woohoo. Well, I'm glad that you're doing well. You know, it's not to say that college is the be-all and end-all for sure. What is an industrial laser operator? What do you do with that, mate? And thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that, dude. But I want to know what an industrial laser operator is. What on earth is that? Larry L chiming in with another super chat as well. Here you go once again. Miss H, take my money. Just waving it at me. Thank you for your Canadian dollars. Appreciate it. Have I seen Beyond the Black Rainbow? I have not. I do need to watch it. It's from Panos Cosmatos, isn't it? So yeah, I would check it out for sure. Peace out, Bob. Bob Sav, take care, dude. Gerard says the cut out the scene where it's explained that Vickers intentionally picked bad people in order to sabotage the mission. Yeah. Mate, I want to get a BMW M4. Goodbye. Or do you have another suggestion for the price? What, a new BMW M4? Where are you in the world? Because that matters. Because BMWs in the UK are a dime a dozen. So is a BMW M4 in the UK a good, a good buy? No, I don't think so. Everyone's got one. Like, I'd want something a bit different. If you're in America, an M4 would be pretty rare. So then that does matter. But then, what's the price range? I don't know what the price of an M4 is these days. So yeah, let me know. Like, it matters. It does matter. Felicity Poobell, nice to have you on. We're way past using the pandemic as an excuse for movies not making money. Sporting events and concerts have been selling out. Hollywood must stop turning off their customers. It costs them money. I agree, but I don't think. I've got to crack my back. I don't think Ghostbusters Afterlife is a. I don't think that is an example of the studio turning off customers. I don't think that's what that is. I think that was, I don't know, maybe bad marketing, maybe a bad movie to most people. I thought it was a good film personally, but could it be a bad movie to some? Yeah, for sure. For sure. But no, I don't know really. But you're right. Like, plenty of movies have been making money, so technically you're right. You are absolutely right. Have I seen the new Ghostbusters? I have. I've done a review of it. In good station. I did a review of it the day it came out. You need to turn your notifications on. Gary N says, great points, Mr. H on Prometheus. I tend to be a bit harsh on the film because I was so psyched to see it when it came out. And it didn't meet my lofty expectations. Yeah, no, but that's fair. Being a long-time Alien fan, that is fair. It is fair to have expectations. I try to go in and with an open mind to most movies, though. Like, there's a lot of movies which I shit on, and then I watch, and I'm like, oh, it was really good. And then I come to my review, and I'm like, oh, I was wrong. Sometimes it's good to try and go with an open mind. But I appreciate it is really difficult sometimes. These films that, have been near and dear to you for many, many years, they're like old friends, right? And so when you meet up with them and they're completely different, you're like, who the fuck are you? So it becomes very difficult not to point it out. And be annoyed by that difference, I think. I think that's really important. It is important to point those kind of things out sometimes. But yeah, I mean, Prometheus, it's not horrendous. It's not horrendous. And Ghostbusters Afterlife is good. I really enjoyed it. Felicity says, I like Ghostbusters Afterlife, but some people probably didn't want to give it a chance because of Ghostbusters 2016. I agree, that is probably a factor. I think that they squandered a lot of the good faith from the public. I think that'd be a good way of framing it. What do you think? Good way, bad way of framing it? Let me know. Levidino says, Mr. H, do you collect art and making of books for movies? I do. Yeah, I do. I've got a relationship with Titan Publishing, Titan Books. They tend to send me them. I send them emails, and I say, hey, hello, can you please send me this book? And the latest one I got, which I actually didn't do a video on because I had a loss a loss to deal with, came at a really bad time, was the June art and making of book, which I need to send them an email and apologise because I really like doing the reviews of them. Like, not many people watch them, but fuck it, I don't care. I like to do reviews of those books. I think some people care about them. Whether it's many or not doesn't matter, but yeah, no, I like those books, and yes, I tend to be able to access them from the publisher. V Gabriel said $5, says, my apologies, I enjoy your film, industry acumen. I try to be more interesting. It's not about being interesting, dude. You just came on and said, "Have I started yawning yet?" Brackets. Am I in a bad mood? It's like it's not cool. It's not a cool way to start. You're just accusing me of basically being like, what was the actual comment that you said? Yeah, has he started yawning yet? Yawning brackets bad mood brackets yet? Like, come on, man. If anything's like, you got to remember, I stay up really late to do these, and I'm awake really early because I've got my little dog there. You know, he sleeps all the time. I don't. You can see how tired I am. Look at this fucking shit. So when I stay up to do these streams for you, you know, like this is for you. Like I enjoy them, but they are for you as well. You know, it's not cool to jump on and just be like, oh, is it a bum? Is it a pissy? Like, come on, mate. Like it's not very tactful. I guess that's my point. It's not very tactful. Like you're guaranteed to probably piss someone off eventually if you kept doing stuff like that. Like I'm not in a mood. Like I'm in a really good mood. But my point is that you can see how it could be misconstrued and put people on the, you know, on the back burner. Do you know what I mean? So Felicity says, H, I do agree. Pissing off customers as a price to pay. Lucasfilm was learning this slowly but surely. Too slowly for my taste. Yeah, well, I do hope. Book of Boba Fett is good. We will see. We'll see how it goes. Mike Hunt is here. Hi. Nice to have you on, dude. Cerberus became a level 1 channel member. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Really appreciate that. Have I ever read the Once and Future King? Has to be one of the best I've ever read. No, I don't think so. What? I don't think so. What time is the Christmas Eve stream? So it's going to start at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. UK time, but it'll be a long time. It'll be a long stream. Yeah. So it'll be a long stream. 5 p.m. So what's that? Nearly 6 hours in the past from now, I guess. But yeah, it'll be good. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a nice thing. I'm gonna schedule it soon, so it'll be sat there waiting to go. You guys will know when it is. Yeah. Larry L says, Mr. H, what are your thoughts concerning making of documentaries or films, and are there any that you enjoy? I actually really enjoy my own making of documentaries. I think they're really fun, and they bring back really fond memories for me for making those films. I think making of documentaries are absolutely essential. I think they are great. I think they are what is currently missing from the film industry, is that connection with the audience. People have become so disconnected from their audience, and I think that's a shame. I think that sucks. And you know, you used to have so many goodies on DVDs and Blu-rays back in the day, but now you basically get none. And that was something which I personally wanted to bring back when I made my short films. Was like, look, you know, making a short film is really expensive. Like, you spend a lot of money making a short film. You can obviously make it for a lot less money, but you know, whatever. And yeah, so you have then, you know, the ability to make a feature documentary, you know, a making of, and I thought that was a really good idea to bulk out, you know, and connect to the audience with me and the crew, and you know, and the story and the film that I was trying to make. It shows people exactly what goes on and how fucking hard it is to make a film. So yeah, Ferries of Rose says, Mr. H, do you watch any other British series other than Doctor Who? Don't watch Doctor Who. I haven't seen the Dark Materials because I read the books, so I'm not interested in seeing the adaptations. So yeah, no. I don't have any suggestions really for British series at the moment. I'm not watching any actual TV at the moment. I'm watching like Netflix and Amazon Prime. I would recommend The Expanse. If you've not seen The Expanse, watch The Expanse. I'll be going to watch the episode 1 of season 6 tonight, and that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. Phonebox Chicken says, I live in the same country as Mr. H, and I work 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. And the time difference means I usually catch streams from US creators from Central States or the West. Wow, that's horrible hours, man. That is horrible hours. I've greatly enjoyed the stream, Mr. H, and appreciate your efforts tonight. Thank you so much, Gary. I'm glad. Look, this is your first stream, isn't it? So I'm glad you enjoyed it, dude. Genuinely glad you enjoyed it. Critically Stoic says, Mr. H, sorry if you get this question a lot, but where can you see your short films? So I've made 3 short films. I think one of them is still up on the channel. Let me have a look. So, if you want to watch one of my short films, which is just available, this I actually made in one day. I shot it in one day. I edited it in one day. It was all done and dusted in one day. It's called Bjorn and Frida. It's right there. Check it out. It's a fun little prequel to Blackfields. I made it as a bit of a hype builder, and I made it just for fun, just to give back to you guys. But there's one of the films that I made. Edited that myself, color graded that myself. It's there. Check it out. You might really like it. You might not. I really like that. I think it's really good fun. I was very pleased with making that. So check it out. Bjorn and Frida. I want to see some comments. If you watch it from this stream, let me know. Comment on it. I want to see. I want to see what you guys think. But the other films are only available now, currently, because they were sold on Blu-ray, but that's very limited because it's really expensive to make Blu-rays. They were sold on Blu-ray as a limited run, but now they're available to Tier 2 members on the channel. So you can become a Tier 2 member, and then you can see them there. But outside of that, they're not available anywhere because they got to be behind a paywall at some point. But what I will say as well, like I've started writing. I started writing last night actually. My vampire horror film, working title, Such Delights. Because fuck it, why not? I thought that was quite fun. So the working title of the vampire film is Such Delights, and I started working on that last night, and I'm hoping to have that done and dusted. At the very least, second draft polished by New Year, and then we'll launch the Indiegogo to fund that film. That film, you know, if you pay for the Indiegogo, you're paying for the final product. Like, you'll actually get to watch the film. That is the paywall, is the Indiegogo, basically. So, you know, if you like any of the work that you've seen, and you want to see it improve and continue and get better, then, you know, support the Indiegogo when it gets released in the new year. Morning, Mr. H. Watched Ghostbusters Afterlife last night. The movie had everything you'd want in a movie. Pays respect to fans and source material. It was really good. I'm glad you liked it, mate. Really, really glad you liked it. I really like that film. Donovan Bradford says, you can even see the test footage of the original design from the script that the director crap all over. So as we said, failure isn't the end. Stan had shift, and we got an iconic character. I don't know what you're... I think I've missed something there, to be fair. Yeah, so check out Bjorn and Frida. You might like it, you might not. I think it's fun. What got me into creating movies? I just wanted to do it. Why not? Just thought, why not? Let's do it. I got some so I did English literature and language. So, you know, I do know how to write. And how to speak. And I thought I could tell some interesting, fun stories. Bjorn and Frida I wrote myself. So I'm very proud of that. I shot it myself. I am the camera operator. I am the cinematographer, the director, the editor. I did all of Bjorn and Frida entirely myself. I did all the sound design myself. I did literally everything. So I'm really proud of Bjorn and Frida. So again, I'll leave it in the chat there. And to anyone watching this after the fact, I'll leave Bjorn and Frida in the description box. Because some people wouldn't have seen it, but some people would have. But I'll just leave it in the description box for anyone to watch if they want. Ever seen Tusk? No, I've not. I've not played Far Cry. I've seen Far Cry be played. One of my exes was really into Far Cry, so I watched her play it. I wasn't that bothered by it, to be fair. Jasper, you alright? He's slightly snoring. Slightly snoring. Ugh. Yeah, not seen Tusk. Not seen Tusk. Critically Stoic says, I'm a hobby writer trying to make it to publish one day. Indie projects often inspire me to get to put my all in and keep going. Nice. Good, dude. That's really, really good. Right, guys. So we've been going for nearly 2 hours now. I'm going to call it a day here. Told you I would keep these going a little bit longer here and there. But I'm going to round it out now just to call it a day. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I did. This was really good fun. Please do. We will be, join the Monday stream. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays when I stream. So thank you so much. Drop in again. Follow me over on Twitter and Instagram at Mistakes Reviews. Become a member. Become a patron. Links are down below. Thanks so much. Take care.